Hello, my name is Angelica Brooks, and I am the reigning Miss Black Oklahoma USA Talented Teen. My platform is P.O.S.E, P-O-S-E, Power of Sex Education. I am constructing this video to implement the importance of why sex education is needed in schools. I would like to thank the ladies who came out and took time out of their very busy schedules to help me with this video. By educating today, we can hopefully change tomorrow. I have no one. I am all alone. I'm surrounded by people who no longer see me, people who no longer hear me, who no longer trust me, nor believe in me.
I became pregnant when I was 15.
I was 15.
I was 18.
I was 21 years old. I was 15 when I became pregnant.
We always done it without a condom, and I never got pregnant, so I just thought couldn't.
When I was younger, I knew that I could become pregnant, but I didn't think that it would happen to me. I didn't think it would apply to girls my age.
There was no communication in the house about preventions, so Mother didn't take the time to talk to us.
I do believe that it would have been different if I had a sex education class. Things that I would have knew, then I wouldn't have, when I had sex, I would have thought before I done it.
I would have had a sex education class. I think I would have known the risks about becoming pregnant and STDs, and I think that I would have waited longer. And if I did have sex, I would have used more protection.
Sexuality education is something that needs to begin from the time children are extremely young and carry on until death, because sexuality is with us from the time we are born until the time we die. It shouldn't be the talk as we formerly know it in America. It should be talks, and they should continue on well throughout life.
They think now that I am damned for hell. They said goodbye without a farewell. The instant I told them, the second they found out, it was as if I no longer existed. One faithful moment that lasted for one faithful minute. Now look at my life. I'm the town pariah because I listened to the words of temptation, the words of deceit and lies. His mouth was full of empty promises, always and forevers, that turned into the first chance out.
My initial reaction when I became pregnant was that I didn't know how I could provide for myself, much less a child.
Shock, disbelief, denial. I was in a lot of denial.
Scared. At first I didn't want to have her.
Now I look back and think, was that one moment worth it? Was that one moment worth a 9-month package with a lifetime reminder? A reminder of how your friends had nothing to say, how the church started to pray, and how your parents begged you to go away.
It's just one parent in the home, and yes, she did treat me differently. She put me in an unwed home for 7 months after she found out I was pregnant.
My friends did actually treat me different. I was actually, besides my son's father, I was alone. I really didn't have anybody to talk to or call. Treated me different. They stopped calling me when they wanted to party because they knew I wasn't going to be able to, because I was pregnant and I was going to be raising a baby.
When I have been working with clients that have come in who are young teen moms, I think I am most struck by the lack of knowledge that they have about parenting. It's not easy. Fortunately, I was a parent kind of later in life and had a little wisdom behind me before I had a child. But when I see these very, very young moms who come in, they just don't have those life experiences behind them, and they are so full of questions, and oftentimes really have a system of beliefs that is just simply untrue.
If I would have known that a moment so short and sweet could turn into a bundle of deceit, then maybe I would have done something different. If I would have known that one time could turn into a lifetime, then maybe I would have done something different. If I would have known that after everything was said and done and he left me because a kid is no fun, then I most definitely would have done something different.
If there was any teens out there that want to practice unsafe sex, I'd tell them to wait until they're married to have unsafe sex. And if you do want to go ahead and have sex, go ahead and just use a condom, because you can get so many different kinds of STDs. You don't know, the environment that we live in today and how much it really takes to raise a child.
I would advise someone that was thinking about having sex to just wait. It's not worth it. It is possible for a young woman to get pregnant no matter what they think is possible, and it's not worth the sacrifices that you have to go through as a young mother.
I would tell them to use a condom, because you never know what someone has. Their face, you can't see through their face if they have an STD or not. So you should use a condom.
Think about the consequences. Just protect yourself. If for nothing else, I'm a young mom and I know that it's hard. It's not easy, it's not glamorous. I know there are people out there that make it look effortless, but there's so many things that I have to consider just because I have a child.
We have a huge issue in Oklahoma and the United States with sexually transmitted infections, especially people who are under 25. The chances of you getting an STI if you are under 25 right now in the United States are 50% by the time you turn 25. Abstinence Plus, our comprehensive, emphasizes that yes, we prefer that you wait until you're married to be sexually active. That is the ideal, because abstinence is the only way to protect yourself 100% against pregnancy and STIs. However, if you are not going to remain abstinent until you're married, these are the ways you can protect yourself. Abstinence is the best option, but if you happen to find yourself in a situation where you're not abstinent, there's also another option for you to protect yourself, because we want you to lead a long, happy, healthy life.
No one took a moment to think of me and how my life should have been and now will be. If someone would have taken me aside, despite all of my pride, my life could be full of love and laughter. But now I have a kid to look after.
As a population in Oklahoma, you can lobby your legislators for comprehensive sex education to pass bills that advocate for these things in our public schools, because it's really important for people to get this info and to protect themselves so that we can have healthy and happy adults in the next generation.